Lava kisses.
Chrispiracy.
Omnipotent.
Burping on the bench for some unknown reason. And it's not the season, because we don't usually do that. This didn't rhyme.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Sitting on the bench. Writing's really hard. We need another snack. And that is just a fact. Oh.
Hi, this is Shauna.
And this is Trisha.
And this is Two Girls on a Bench.
The podcast.
So, welcome to our bench. We write on the bench.
We snack on the bench.
And most of all, we procrastinate on
the
bench. So, here we are. I say so a lot. I realized just now. I said it 4 times, introing each sentence.
So and so. Don't worry about it.
A needle pulling thread. I got really tired. We've been doing stuff for a few hours now, and I don't know what happened. I just took a huge nosedive.
We had a big list of tasks to take care of, and they're all good things. We're gonna, it's all good stuff, but it just seems like it's been a lot. And then also with everything else in life.
Yeah, no, but I just got I was all I know.
I could easily go take a nap right now, but then I would feel really bad at 5.
I just ate a bunch of chips and it didn't help.
No, probably not.
But it didn't help keep me awake. I don't know why I thought that. They're not caffeine chips. I don't know why I thought that was going to work.
I think we should invent those.
Right?
Wake me up chips.
Ooh, wake me up before you dip.
Pick me up chips. Wake me up before you dip. Pick me up chips.
Pick me up chips.
Maybe that's just called crack.
Yeah. No, but you don't eat it.
So, anyways, we are.
Yeah, that's our new thing, everybody. Okay?
Yeah. Just gonna start.
Look for that. Crack chips by Two Girls on a Bench. The chip company, not the podcast.
We're not
anymore.
a podcast anymore. We're gonna go into potatoes, which we always have liked.
I mean, it's
salt and potatoes.
It's a logical next step.
And crack. We don't have much experience with crack. We'll have to
much. We don't have any experience with crack unless there's things I don't know about you.
Just kidding. All right, so we're gonna start out today with a quote.
I have one. It's a good one. You only learn to be a better writer by actually writing. Doris Lessing. So I couldn't remember who Doris Lessing was, and then I looked her up, and I don't know if I've read her stuff, but her name is definitely
familiar.
Around me.
Yeah.
She's a British author. She was born in Iran, I want to say, and she's written a bunch of books, and I don't know if I've read them.
What are some of the books?
I won't be able to find it now.
You don't
I had
remember?
searched it early. Also, I shut my phone off, so that's not possible.
Well, there we go.
But Doris Lessing, hey, anyone got a Doris Lessing book they love? Let us know. I think she's probably amazing, and I really like what she said.
I do, because you learn from doing, not just from thinking about doing.
Yeah, or talking about it.
Doing.
What? But
wait a minute.
So today's Write Club, so you're going to hear from the people that actually did.
Yes.
Learn to be writers by writing.
Yes. And
they did it.
They did, and we got really wonderful submissions. We're just going to read them all to you.
Yeah, they're cool. They're all different.
It's not a competition.
Awesome.
We just want to encourage people to sit down and write something different. Get their juices flowing.
No, seriously. I know it's such a weird saying, but it's to just get yourself
creative and motivated a little bit, because once you start, it becomes a habit. It becomes a daily activity even.
But even if you just do it once a week with us, it's better than not ever doing it. Because I've gone through so many periods where I haven't written anything at all. And then I go find an old notebook where I was writing consistently.
Yeah, just journaling even.
Yeah. Or weird. I just found a bunch of weird poems in an old notebook. And I was like, when? This 4 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And it's just bizarre. But yeah, so you can write every week with us.
We're kind of binge writers. We'll get on a kick and write and work and research and write, and then we'll go a couple years and not do it. And then we'll be like, oh shit, we're writers.
Not anymore,
Yeah.
because now we're 45 and everything's changed.
Yes, and we've almost been podcasting a year, so
Oh my God.
that's really special.
Everybody get ready.
So, yeah, Write Club is later, and then we have a couple shout outs. Should I do those now?
Yeah, do 'em.
So we're part of the Podfix network, which is podfix.com. We love the Podfix network. And because there's already 2 Chris's in the Podfix network, they decided to add 2 more shows with guys named Chris.
I'm going to change my name to Christine.
I'm just kidding, but I'm like, how many Chris's could
so
there
I can be Girl Chris.
So we've got Chris from More Gooder Than, we've got Chris from Gravity Beard, and now we've got Chris DeVos from Podcast 42, which is, there's actually, I think there's like 3 hosts on that show, and then A Dash of Science with Chris Birkenbein. I might be saying his name wrong, but welcome to
Welcome.
Welcome. I'm a podcaster that can't talk. Welcome to Podfix. And
yay, science guy. We might be tapping you later.
I know we need some advice on some sciencey stuff we're writing to make sure it makes sense. So if you're available, Chris from Science Chris, we'll have to like.
Well, no, it's not Chris. Isn't Chris on the other one?
No, they're both named Chris.
Oh.
Both new hosts
Shit.
are named Chris.
Science Chris and other Chris.
Podcast 42
and
Chris.
42 Chris.
Gravity Beard Chris. More Gooder Than Chris.
Oh my God.
Jim Weir in the Gravity Beard interns group is the nickname giver. Like he gave us our Laverne and Shirley nickname. So
which is awesome.
I think he needs to work on some nicknames.
Well, I mean,
Chris's.
so we're
I think
like
Chris on Gravity
Science
Beard.
Chris.
Yeah.
And 42 Chris. And then
That's what we'll just call you guys.
I'm going to be Christine.
You're going to be Christine. I'm going to be Chrissy. Is that good?
Yes.
I mean, it seems like the most popular name on Podfix. I'll have to like make a list of everybody's name and see.
I mean, I just don't know. Like,
if your name is Chris and you have a podcast, hit us up. Maybe you'll be able to join the podcast.
It's like a Chris bias.
Podfix Network. Is it a Chris? Is it because Chris runs the Podfix Network and Chris likes the name Chris?
There's like a conspiracy going. Like
Chris? Is there a Chrispiracy? Hashtag Chrispiracy. Hashtag Podfix.
Awesome.
Podfix like a motherfucker.
No.
Adam on the Gravity Beard, like one of his taglines was something with like fucker in it, but they bleep it out on that show. It's just, I like it. In my head, I always say that.
Podfix
Like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, it works well. So
I like it.
Morgan's handle on Twitter right now is like, Morgan, we are Podfix. Which I think is hilarious. The Bad Reception came in. They were a new show added just a couple months ago too. Like, not as new as Dash of Science and Podcast 42.
Awesome. Welcome, everybody.
So Podcast 42 is like a pop culture history podcast, and I can't find the names of all the hosts, but they have a hotline.
Hotline.
Yeah. So much like...
Does Dash of Science have a Q&A line where we can be like, hey, we have some questions about nanotechnology, and they're going to be like, we're on it.
Yeah, no, so Science Chris, we have your email, so you might get some stuff.
We have some questions.
Or we can just have him on and be like, tell us about
yeah, we should do
nano.
That. Science Chris, okay?
We're officially asking you.
This is an official science
invitation.
Collaboration we're looking for.
Podfix like a motherfucker about science. So maybe, yeah, we're asking you now not to put any pressure on you by asking in front of the world.
Everyone's listening, so I mean,
so you better say
think
yes.
Carefully about your response right now.
Don't be a dick. Be a Chris.
This whole Chris thing is like, they're like, what the hell?
Chrispiracy. Well, anyone who doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about, go to podfixnetwork.com, and all the shows on the network are really, really great. Funny, smart shows, and
clever.
You can't go wrong with any of them. And if you want in on these jokes I have, you got to just go listen.
Right? If you want to be in with the
in
cool
the fixers
podcast people, You know where to go.
That's right.
Podfix Network.
That's right. And we don't shout out the network enough. So
no, and it's freaking awesome.
It's 2019 and things are changing around here.
It's going to be the year of the Podfix Network.
And the Chrispiracy.
This
sounds like a crispy, like a chip crispy.
That's going to be like a dessert we have.
Like going back to the chips.
We're all
Chipspiracy?
Gluten-free Chrispiracy.
It's a specialty cake on our menu at our bench restaurant.
At our fake restaurant.
On the beach. All right. I think it's time for a snack.
It is time for a snack.
For all that Chris and chips.
Trisha, have you heard about this thing called Seat Giant?
Seat Giant?
I heard about it from this little benchling. She mentioned it to me about buying tickets to like a baseball game or concert.
Did she have a promo code?
She did, and I think it was Bench.
What a coincidence.
Wow. So tell me about it. Tell me about Seat Giant.
Seat Giant is kind of like a Ticketmaster or whatever. Like you can buy tickets to anything nationally, concerts, baseball games.
What have you.
Other things.
What other things do you go to? I don't know.
Comedians.
People, what do you buy tickets for? Because you go to Seat Giant and do it there.
Yeah. Look there for the best price.
And then put Bench and they'll give you a better price.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to go to the things that you need to do.
You'll be able to afford like one tier closer to your favorite band instead of being in the nosebleed. Like you'll be in the half nosebleed.
I wish that I knew about this when I was like younger and I used to go to a lot of concerts.
I know, right? There were no promo codes.
There weren't promo codes. Promo codes are cool, you guys. Our promo code is Bench for Seat Giant.
Yes, it is. Check it out.
Bye. Give me that snack book. So we're having a lot of coffee right now.
Yeah, we're tired.
We're both really tired, and so Trisha just made a fresh pot of coffee. I brought over a creamer that is like Dove chocolate flavored, which just
tastes like chocolate milk.
Kind of just tastes like you're putting a good chocolate milk in your coffee, which is kind of like fine.
Yum. Yeah.
And then we're also we're having kind of like a chocolate overdose right now. We're having these lava cake Hershey Kisses that came out for Valentine's Day. Even though it's January and I bought them like the beginning of January. I'm like, it's not Valentine's Day yet.
Everybody is in the stores, but Hershey's Kisses I feel like are bringing their A game because I also had those hot cocoa ones with the marshmallow filling.
Or not s'mores, yeah.
They're hot cocoa. And those were awesome too, like with the fillings. Like they're bringing their A game on
this is like
filling.
Really good. Yeah. It's a dark chocolate kiss with like let's read the description, with a gooey chocolate center. And it is gooey.
Yeah, it's really gooey.
And apparently you can make a brownie lava cake with it, which I'm reading the back recipe for.
I have to take a picture of it.
And we have found a brownie gluten-free box cake. Oh,
yeah, good one.
But Trisha got. I'm chewing it right now, sorry.
Nom, 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 nom. They're good.
It's not really much of a... I mean, this is like making the brownies from scratch.
The recipe?
Get a box mix, make them, and then you just stick the kisses upside down in it.
Yeah, or
and
you
it,
can
melts into it.
Put the brownie mix in cupcake holder.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah,
and then stick the kisses inside of them, and then have it.
So they're like molten cupcakes.
Molten.
I'm just gonna keep saying molten.
I can't say it.
Yeah, you can. You just said it.
Molten.
Yeah. Oh. Molten. I mean, it's molten. Like, I mean, I can like get all proper about it, or I can just be like molten lava cake.
If you could just talk like that all the time, like Mrs. Humphreys.
I know.
It'd be good.
That's our snack. It was like, we're still like kind of sleepy, which is weird. We just eat a bunch of sugar.
I had 2 cups of coffee.
I've had
already.
like 2 cups of coffee too. I like halfway through, I was like, I'm gonna top it off, and I was like, let me put some more in with some sugar creamer, and I'm like, why am I still tired?
And I still feel like I could go in and lay down on my bed right now and just go to sleep.
If I close my eyes, like I don't know.
Close my eyes forever.
I don't know if I'm gonna like nod off for a minute. I hate that feeling when I'm driving, when I'm all like
I have nightmares where that's happening.
My eyes, because sometimes I get really tired when I'm driving home from work, and that's why I'm all worried about my sleep, and I'm like tracking my sleep with my Fitbit because I've gotten really tired a few times, and I'm like, what's wrong with me? I need to like watch myself.
And you're like, do you like slap your face while you're driving to like wake yourself up?
I do like I like shake my head, and I move around in my seat a lot because I'm always in like traffic, so it's like, and then I'm just like. And it's always just on the way home. It's never on the morning.
Did you just think in your head, though, when that's happening, you're like, I could just close my eyes for like 2 minutes and then like open them and I'll be fine.
Or just, I won't even say 2 minutes. I'll be like, for a second.
Like a second, but like it's not a second.
No, you can't do it.
Yeah.
You will cause an accident. And then there'll be more traffic. And then you may get hurt. You may die. And if you do, you'll be cursed forever for causing an even bigger traffic jam on the 405 or 101. Because that's like an instant road to hell.
Everybody in Southern California will hate your guts forever.
I know, and I don't want.
Even if you're dead.
I can't have that on me. You know, like in addition to all the other stuff in life.
Well, like last week when we went on the scary curvy road, I told you I have a nightmare where I'm driving, but there's like no brakes and I'm going too fast, and I have to just like keep driving. Well, another driving dream that I have, which is like textbook psychology stuff, but is where my eyes keep closing and I can't stay awake. That's like a nightmare.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's weird. I never dreamt that.
3 of them. The other one I have is
I just do it in real life.
No, it scares me so bad in real life that it's one of my nightmares. Like where I'm like trying to keep myself awake. But when my sleep, I think, during that dream is really bad because I'm literally trying to wake myself up the whole time I'm sleeping.
What
like,
a nightmare.
In my dream.
That's like a nightmare.
It's bad. Because then I wake up and I feel like I didn't sleep because I was trying to wake up all night. Do you know what I mean? Like,
oh, it's horrible.
Right? And then the other one is, it's like the opposite problem. It's where I can't see because there's snow and the sun is glaring into my eyes and I can't see what's coming next when I'm driving. This is my 3 driving
There's some
dreams.
like severe like psychoanalysis that's gonna have to go into that.
It's a snack book driving section.
Well, I mean, that's why I used to chew gum, but then like my job was like no, and then
that's right. Yeah, your gum. You had like all these flavors of gum.
I would like pop like 3 things of gum in my mouth.
4 of these at once, and then chew them real fast until they get like old, and then spit it out and have some more.
Yeah. I did.
Or keep adding
I probably
to
ruined my job by doing that. So now I have to eat all these different mints that are like fruit flavored mints, like watermelon mint and like, you know, apple and like, what's the one I always get? It's like apple, watermelon, and some tangerine or something. I don't know.
Does it have mint too, or it's just fruit?
It's like the one that you had yesterday, the watermelon one.
Mint.
Yeah. But like it's just now I'm just popping those and I just chew them up. Like I'm like a crazy because it's like I literally need something to do.
That's probably not good for your jaw
sometimes. And I've also started taking apples. This is like driving snack book, so and I eat an apple while I'm driving home
because it like takes a while to eat.
Yeah, I've been getting these huge like Honeycrisp apples.
Me too. They're like more expensive, but they're
massive.
The little ones at Trader Joe's aren't that good this year.
Yeah, it tastes very good.
They don't have a lot of sweetness, but the massive ones at like the regular grocery store,
the like
$2.99 a pound ones,
hormone fed ones. I'm just kidding.
They're so yummy.
They're all unnaturally large apples.
Those like synthetically alien.
I don't know, but it keeps me awake. And everybody on their commute appreciates that I'm not falling asleep because I'm eating an apple. And it's good for me. Yes.
It's healthy.
You know.
Fiber.
Stuff in it that keeps the doctor away, supposedly.
Maybe it has nanotechnology in it.
Nano.
Sorry.
Maybe it has nanotechnology.
All right. I think it's time.
All right. Wow, that just went in some interesting directions.
Yeah,
part of it was Trisha's like traumatic dream experience. Part of it was my like fear of bad karma in causing an accident on any major thoroughfare. And
snack book and driving tips.
Snack book and psychodrama. That's going to be a different segment.
Psychodrama.
It's all snacks that remind you of being fucked up. I'm just kidding.
Snacks that remind you of sleeping in the car. But like Hershey's Kisses don't. I don't even know how that started.
I don't either.
Have to listen to the episode.
We were tired. I'm trying to follow the train of thought. Yeah. And then
it was like went straight to driving. Okay. Sorry guys.
I spend too much time in my car, everybody.
That's just how it is. Okay.
Okay, bye. Just kidding. Okay,
Just
now
kidding.
it's time for Right Club.
Or maybe a little promo.
Also that.
I love the smell of movies in the morning.
There's no feeling in podcasts. There's no feeling in podcasts.
This podcast will be quite operational when your friends subscribe.
Feels. Real feels.
Not the feels. Not the feels.
Out of all the podcasts I've encountered, Real Feels was the most human.
Hey, it's Drew.
And Nathan.
And Jack.
Hey, guys, and we're the Real Feels Podcast. We come to you every other Wednesday with a brand new movie of a different genre every single time. So make sure to catch us on iTunes, Podbean, and any other podcatcher out there. You're the realest.
And the feelers.
Welcome to the Bench Right Club. The first rule of Right Club is you do not write about Right Club.
The second rule of Right Club is you do not write about Right Club. Right Club.
All right, everybody. This is the January edition of Right Club.
Bench Right Club.
Right Club.
We do that every time, and it's so dorky. And I listen back to it, I'm like, we need to stop doing that.
Really? I like it.
Right
Makes me happy.
Club. Right Club.
Well, that's how I feel about it. It's like a tough, like hardcore thing to sit down and write the prompt.
It is.
Here's the prompt. The prompt is, there used to be 6 of us. Now I'm alone. Okay. So people went a lot of different directions with this. There are not 2 that are the same, which is so freaking cool.
Awesome.
We're not going to do our own because we want to read everyone else's because they're like so interestingly different.
And we want this to be truly a club. I think we were doing like Who Wrote It Best before, but we don't want to.
It's not a competition.
Put competition between writers. We just want everybody to get like kudos for sitting down and making an effort to write. You know, and
if we can read them all, we will. And if we can't because there's too many, then we'll
just pick a line or
we'll
something.
pick like lines from each one or like a few phrases or whatever. Like it just kind of depends on
soon. One day, now that it's been almost a year, our website will have the Right Club submissions, posted for your amusement.
All in good time, people. All in good time. All right, I'm going to read the first one.
Okay.
I mean, they're not really in order, but the first one in front of me.
The first one in front of you.
I feel like we both keep burping a lot.
I
was just about to burp
Is it from
again.
the salad? Is it because we had too much roughage?
I don't know. Or like we just drink a lot of coffee, but coffee doesn't make you burp.
I don't know. I'm burpy and my nose is stuffy.
God damn it.
It's a good combo.
All right, this one is called, it's like titled, which is fun. It's 23 by Bret-Jordan. And here it is. We sat in the lobby, waiting for our number to be called. I was number 23. We were told nothing about what to expect. All we knew was that we were not to talk to each other, and that when your number was called, you were to go to the door at the far side of the room, press the button, and wait for the door to open. We were to walk through the door once it opened. No one questioned this. 18, 19, 21 had all been called. 22 bit her nails. Her number was called. She stood, looked at me, taking my hand, in which she quickly pressed a small piece of paper to my palm. She walked nervously to the door, pushed the button, and walked inside. 23, the mechanical voice called. I held the note, not wanting to look at it, but desperately wanting to do so. I stood and walked to the door. There used to be 6 of us, and now I'm alone. Before I pushed the button to open the door, I looked at the note 22 had given me. Death awaits beyond the door. It read as the door before me opened. That was good.
I know. I like it.
I like it.
I feel like that could fit into part of a script we're writing, Brett.
Yeah, we might take it. I'm just kidding. We would never do that.
We might borrow it. Just
No, that's really good. I love it. And I love that take on it. Because, like, there's so many different takes on this. I love it. This is, like, such a fun writing prompt.
Original.
I kind of thought the people's would be more ominous.
Yeah.
Like that a little bit, but some of them aren't, which is, like, awesome. Because I would have gone the same direction you did, Brett. Like, I would have done that. Like, something more, like, foreboding.
Yeah.
Because that sounds foreboding to me. It's funny how people interpret a phrase. Like, I'm like, oh, that's like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's only one of us left. Like, anyway, read the next one.
Should I read a lighter one?
Whatever you want to do. You pick it.
Okay, well, this is from Kayla, our Sharpie. whose name on Twitter is Kayla SH. Maybe SH stands for Sharpie. Mm-hmm. Anyways. Okay. The shrill noise sounded in the back offices again, and I saw the guy in the chair opposite me jump at the noise. I don't think he expected it, even though we are in a dentist's office. I watched him as he turned a little, reached behind him, and his eyes grew wide. He stood up and carefully backed out of the waiting room to the outside door. That's what you get for wearing very tight pants. Ha ha. Rip. The kid in the corner is putting his balloon in his mouth again. His mom says not to, and yep, pop. Now Mom and kiddo are leaving. She's going to bribe him with ice cream to stop crying. That's not going to teach a good lesson. Joan seems nice. She's in the chair next to me. Nope, she just got a text message and said it was important. She asked me to tell the nurse she had to go. Okay. And that leaves, Mr. Big Burly just did his own jump at the drill sound. That's right, the exit's right there. Bye-bye. At first there used to be 6 of us. Now I'm alone. Good thing I brush regularly.
Love it.
So awesome. Talk about taking it in a completely different direction.
I never, ever in my whole life would have been in a dentist's office from that prompt. It's so awesome.
Ever.
I love it. I love it. I love being surprised.
Yes.
Thank
Kayla,
you for surprising me.
Surprise and funny.
Surprise, surprise. That was good.
We can't wait to read your book.
That was super funny.
I'm just going to put it out there again.
Just so you know. I'm going to read Joe Hates. Joe just says Joe Hates. The way I cut and pasted it, which was very problematic for me this week. Joe hates everything or everyone? Joe, do you hate everything or everyone? Either way, it's fine. Suddenly I forgot and I didn't cut and paste your whole name on here, which is funny.
Joe, it's called Things Joe Hates.
Oh,
and the podcast is called Things Joe Hates.
Oh, I don't know why I thought it said Joe hates everyone. I'm making up my own podcast for you to launch.
His promo's like, Joe hates toddlers and tiaras. Joe hates blah, blah, blah. Joe hates people on the freeway that drive too close or whatever like that.
Okay, Joe. Sorry. You don't hate everyone. You only hate some stuff.
He has a lot of hate, and we often feel...
I am often full of hate.
The same.
It depends.
Yeah.
All right, Joe. Here's yours. There used to be 6 of us. Now I'm alone. We were great together. That is until they shut down our department and fired us all. We were scattered to the 4 winds. I had lunch with Chris about a month ago, but I haven't seen the others in a couple of years. Now I spend my days in my ivory tower of sorts, pining for the days of working with such a cohesive team. It was so sad. That felt like super real.
It did. I really can relate to that.
I know.
November layoffs. Thank you, Joe, for submitting. Did Joe submit it before? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe.
I guess.
So another resolution of sorts is to actually keep track of all the submissions, which might happen organically on the magical website.
There's gonna be some stuff happening, guys.
That's right. I feel like we said that. I feel like we've said that before.
Well, but stuff has happened.
We'll say it again.
But we can't do it all at the same time.
Stuff and more great stuff. So anyway, thank you, Joe.
I can't touch computers because every time I touch them, everything goes to shit. I couldn't even cut and paste these from our email because I shut the computer down.
Destroyed Microsoft Word with one click, and I couldn't even fix it. And I'm like a wizard at that shit.
Because I'm Magneto.
Yeah, no, Shauna tried to leave me a voicemail the other day, and it came to my inbox the next day, and it was like...
And I was like, sometimes that happens, and you're like, that never happens to me. I'm like, really? It happens to me all the time, Magneto.
Never happens. Anyways, back to Right Club.
I'm Magneto. If you don't know about the X-Men, go look it up. Okay, bye.
I think most people do.
Not always. You never know.
I think the people that listen to our show probably do.
Maybe. Ian McKellen.
Okay. All right. The next one is from, so Joe, thank you. Go check out Joe's podcast. It's awesome. The next one is from Derrick Lewis. He has a little podcast called Work Life in Balance, and he and his co-host Frank give very bad advice that is very fun. Anyways, here we go. We've spent eons holding against the darkness. The gate was built not to let something into the last living universe, but to keep the growing darkness out. The fiends crash against the barrier, craving to extinguish the final remnants of life, but still we have held fast. The horrible thought of what will happen if the darkness breaches the gate, the quenching of the last flame of thought or being or kindness or love, keeps us resolute against the onslaught. But something has changed in the darkness. The mindless thrashing and grasping and fury have become something else entirely. The darkness now seems consumed with desperation, growing in fervor by leaps and bounds. We once thought we could keep the darkness at bay forever, but now we don't know if we will last another moment, and if the gate is breached, there will be nothing left to stop the coming night. The darkness has somehow found a way to snuff the borrowed life of we few protectors. There used to be 6 of us. Now I'm alone, and I don't know how much longer my strength will hold. If by some mercy this reaches you, run.
Wow.
I can't believe you wrote that in 3 minutes.
That was like
so
wow.
well thought out, and like the language used is like so strong.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I can't do that in 3 minutes, Derek.
But
How can you do that?
I don't know, but we've had like guests do it with us, and theirs come out really good. That sounds weird. But
No,
it
like
sounds
when-
like it's a fully formed thought, and I think, gosh, when I'm doing these, I feel like I'm flying by the seat of my pants with it, you know, and I'd
Me
have
too.
to revise to get to that level.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's awesome that some people it just comes out that way. Like, you know, it just depends.
Or maybe someone's cheating.
Are you cheating, Derek?
All of them must be because they're
I
all
kind of
really
feel
good.
like everybody's was a little cheaty this week. Just kidding.
Just kidding. We don't care.
Believe you, and we love you.
We love it. Like you're really impressed by the language and the action and the visuals, all of it. Like it's such a cohesive little story, and you know,
Just by itself.
yeah, all
like,
by itself.
That's like almost like a whole story alone.
Yeah.
Now
Thank
I'm
you.
going to read from Mel at Brook Reading, or Mel Brooks.
You almost called her Brooke. Huh?
As the other earlier, I was all like Brooke, and then I'm like, and then Trisha said Mel, and I'm all, it smells. We were like old ladies. I was like, we can't hear each other. I can't remember people's names. We were like a disaster. I'm all, oh, Mel, yeah. Mel Brooks. And then I'm like, oh my God, I need to shut up right
Yeah,
now.
we need to stop calling you that because now we're accidentally calling you like Mel Brooke all the time.
Or I was just calling you Brooke.
Yeah, or just
which I
Brooke.
know is annoying. Okay.
Melissa, sorry.
We think of you often. Okay. There used to be 6 of us. I was always one of 6. My parents, my sister, my 2 brothers, and me. When I left my parents' house for my husband's house, I thought, it won't just be the 2 of us forever, right? It wasn't. 3 slowly turned into 4, then 5, and with the addition of my elderly mother, we became 6 again. I lost one to a mistake I can never undo. We then became 5. Then 6 again for a topsy-turvy 12 years. I lost him to cancer. We were back to 5 until my mother joined my father in heaven. Then 4 until my eldest moved out. 3 until my baby moved in with her boyfriend. 2, my middle child is still with me, but I know it is only temporary. Now I'm alone. That was so good too.
I know.
Shit. Also, totally different direction,
Yeah.
everybody. Like, we have now gone to like space.
Yes.
We've gone to like an
Well,
amazing like
maybe
family
space.
story. Or
Yeah.
I think it was space. They said something about the universe.
Yeah, it felt sci-fi.
Well, if it wasn't space, that's okay. That's where I went with it. And then I don't know. It's just
Dentist office.
dentist office, like
And
a
then, like-
workplace, and like
And then like a family diminishing as you grow older. Like,
God,
yeah.
that I really just went through it with that one.
Yeah. I like almost made me kind of cry.
I lived like a whole life right now in like a paragraph.
So
I think there's
Brooke Reading podcast. If you want to check out Brooke's podcast, I mean, totally did it. Melissa's podcast. She reads books by a Brooke, and then talks about them, which is cool. It's like a book club for your ears. All right, next is Drew Hallam, who is one out of 3 of the hosts of Real Feels.
And he's been on our show before.
He has, and he's a movie podcaster, so check that out.
But he's a smart. He's
Right,
a
really,
teacher.
yeah, he's a
Also.
definitely. Maybe we should make some Bench Club membership cards because we're gonna have to start making, like we said, like tiers of membership. Like if you do so many, you're a Sharpie.
Oh, kind of like like when you're on Saturday Night Live and you're like
The
part of,
five
like, the
timers.
5 timers.
Like,
Yeah,
1,
like
2, 3,
that.
4, 5. You're great. You're supposed to say you're great back.
Oh, I don't. I wasn't on it 5 times.
I'm waiting still.
You're great.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right, Drew. We're gonna figure those tiers out. TIE.
Or I know when you first said that, I was like crying, tears. Nope, tears, tiered thoughts.
Like the Sharpie thing, you know.
I know, I
like,
got
think
it.
It would be fun.
I got it.
I think it'll be fun. It's gonna be fun. More stuff to look forward to.
Yay.
Okay. Drew. I feel like I'm gonna burp again. What is going on?
I don't know, but it's definitely. I feel like
Was
it's
it the
coffee.
avocado? Those chips we had, maybe? Okay. Anyways, don't talk about the chips. That wasn't in the episode. Okay.
It wasn't in any episode.
Nope.
We ate chips.
We had a
we let it
snack.
slip out.
We had a snack and didn't talk about
We
it.
had
Oh
we had
no!
another snack. It was a hidden
Talk
snack.
about cheaters. Okay, sorry, Drew. I'm sorry, Drew. Okay.
True.
There used to be 6 of us. Now I'm alone. As I hold my breath, there isn't much hope in the vapors that escape my lips with the heaving of my lungs. My fingers stick together as I try to wipe the blood from my fingers into the soft snow of the mountainside outside the keep. I'm so tired of running, but the urge to survive still lingers in my words my mother told me as a child. Together you're strong, but alone you're proven. Reaching for my blade, I round the corner and see the wretched beast breaking open the barricaded exit. Splinters flying high and shrieks letting loose. I am ready now.
Woohoo!
The warrior, like killing
I'm
beasts.
a warrior.
It's awesome.
I like that. Beasts. I can never get enough beasts.
We also I liked the outside the keep. Isn't that like how you used to call it, like an encampment, or it was like the keep? And then like the way you used
The proven.
together you're strong, but alone you're proven.
Yeah.
And we kind of pondered on that for a little bit because we were like, what does that mean? Is that the word he meant?
And when you read it right now, I totally knew what it
It made
meant.
sense,
When
right?
you first read it, I was like, I don't know what that means. And we kind of talked about it for a minute. And just now when you read it, it made perfect sense to me. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I was like, well, it makes sense that it's like something your mother would say over and over. Like, you've proved yourself. You're proven.
Yeah, you're proven.
You don't need anyone to also survive, because in this landscape, you have to raise somebody who knows they can do it on their own, or else it
Yeah.
sounds like they'll be killed by some wretched beast. So good.
You guys.
Tale there.
Shit.
That's so good. Like,
These are some good right clubs. Like the right clubs are really like bringing it.
yeah, you guys are awesome.
And we have some fun right clubs coming up the next few months.
Yes.
So stay tuned for themed right clubs. Right club.
Right club. We'll never stop doing it.
I don't want to stop doing this.
Bench right club.
This is our podcast. We're allowed to do whatever we want.
do what I want.
I do what I want. All
What
right.
else is going on?
I don't know. Stuff.
Stuff and stuff.
We're
and
going to
stuff.
be like guesting on some stuff, so we'll tell you about it. But we're trying to get organized. So once we're really organized, we'll tell you.
Yeah, we're going to be a part of, well, I'll just tell you 2 things.
Okay.
We're going to be part of Sunshine and Powercuts live cast in March.
Whoop.
We're going to be on part of live stream for the Cure in May.
Yeah.
So those are 2 that people are familiar with. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. So we'll be there. Check it out.
I'll throw links to the event in the show notes, but we'll, this is the end of January, right? So we've got some time.
Yeah, those are like not for a little bit.
Yeah.
But we also have some stuff in February. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
We're just everywhere.
We're going to tell you.
We're omnipotent. We're impotent.
Omnipotent, but we're not.
We're not in nor.
You know what?
Can I say that word?
So I'm getting like this is going to sound weird,
Ominous?
but I'm thinking about like omnipotent or omniscious. And those are like words that I get confused. Like was like all knowing, right? But
Yeah.
which one means all knowing? Omnipotent or omniscious?
I don't know omniscious. Omnipotent, I thought meant all, like, everywhere.
Omniscient, not omniscious. Shit, I don't know. Am I just making words up right now? I mean, it's entirely possible.
I don't know.
I do have this weird like coffee buzz /
Now
like,
I feel
tiredness.
A little, yeah, I'm like tired, but like half of me is like shaking and sweating.
It's not a good
It's a
thing.
good look. I look like, remember how we were talking about crack chips earlier? Yeah.
Wait,
I resemble that.
Omniscient. Yeah, omniscient's a word. Hold on. I'm going to find out the difference. Knowing everything. Okay, so then what's omnipotent? This is like
being everywhere.
This is a vocabulary corner right now on the bench. Vocabulary bench.
Bench. Vocab bench.
Omnipotent is having unlimited power.
Like a god.
So what? Yeah, God.
That's
That was
what
the
we
second
are.
one. Is that what you were trying
gods.
to say?
Yeah. I was trying to say we have unlimited power and like we're like everywhere, like a god.
Okay, I got it.
That's what I was saying. We're not, and we don't.
And that's like really like
And
some
that's
pretty lofty shit.
that's
And then there
okay.
was only me. There were 6 of us, and now there's just me.
I'm
just
good
kidding.
enough. I'm smart enough. And gosh darn it, people like me.
Oh, you stole that from somebody else.
I know I did. I was thinking maybe that could be our new outro. Just kidding.
Yeah. There's not like a copyright or poor guy.
All right. So if you enjoy our show, tell a friend. Share the wealth, the knowledge.
Please share
the joy of
the
writing.
omnipotence. Share it with your friends. Tell everybody about it. And please check us out with a rate and a review and subscribe if you'd like, or just a rate and a review and listen at your leisure. Also, what else?
Check out our Facebook group, Benchlings, or
Benchlings.
2 Girls on a Bench, the podcast on Facebook. And then Twitter, 2 Girls on a Bench. You know we're on Twitter.
Instagram.
Same, 2 Girls on a Bench.
And if you want to chip in,
yeah, I mean,
throw a little money in our hat, like a little hat on the side of the road.
It all just goes towards updating our equipment.
Patreon, coffee.
Yes. Getting
KOFI coffee.
Some toys for you guys, some kazoos. I don't know.
We've got some stuff.
We do.
Trisha's been getting some fun stuff.
I've been trying out some
samples. There's some pens.
Yes.
There's some like cool magnets.
Yeah.
There's stuff, you guys.
So anyways, yeah. So there we go. That's how you can help us out. And most of all, thanks for listening.
Yes. And keep writing.
Keep a snacking.
Adios.
Goodbye.
This was a podcast from the Podfix Network. You can check out more shows like it at podfixnetwork.com.